Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the Jack Mason Canton Day Date Automatic. This watch is available for pre-order up until August the 31st, and I'll leave a link in the description below to that. And also there's a discount code WTW25 for 25% off. The MSRP for this watch is $549, and with the discount code it should be $411.75. So this is my first experience with the brand Jack Mason. They're based in Houston, Texas, and you can see a flavor of that Texas here. Texas-based brand by the star on the crown. So yeah, nice fine crown. It's a nice looking watch. I really like this fume dial, the blue fume dial. It starts off as aqua in the middle and then turns into dark blue as you come out towards the perimeter with the dial here. And you can see those applied indices. And then at 12 and 6 you have applied Arabics. Then at the 3 o'clock position we have the day and the date. There is some lume on this watch. You have lume on the hour and minute hand, and perhaps the rear of the second hand is loomed, and then there's little lume pips at the cardinal points here, 3, 6, 9, and 12. So as I mentioned, this is available on pre-order up until August the 31st. I'll leave a link in the description below for that. I'll try and pin a comment as well if I remember to do that. So here's a look at the case back. It is a screwed in display case back. You can see some information here: automatic, sapphire crystal, a Jack Mason at the bottom there. And then let's turn it around. All stainless steel, and then tin ATM water resistance, 100 meter. And that is tested. It has been tested to 100 meter water resistance. Let's zoom in on the dial, take a closer look at it. Jack Mason in automatic is printed on the dial, as well as the chapter ring here. I'm not sure, that's probably not really a chapter ring, but markings are on the minute track, we'll say. So you can see the movement is ticking away. It is an automatic movement, as I mentioned. We're looking at 6 beats per second. It is a Miyota 8205 automatic movement, 42 hours of power reserve, 6 beats per second. The movement does not hack. I don't think it's supposed to hack. You pull the crown all the way out and it doesn't stop, but if you apply rearward pressure to the crown, the second hand does stop. I don't know if that's bad for the movement, but I think I've seen it done on other videos before. I just kind of noticed it here today, setting the time at 10:10 for the video here. It looks like it's not moving anymore, so let's see. There we go. Just had to turn the crown in the counterclockwise position. So, and as you can see there, just push-pull. And again, the sign crown brushed on the sides. The bracelet is brushed on the sides, and then the outer links are brushed. The center link is polished. And then the top of the case is polished, and the bezel is polished as well. So overall, it's a good looking watch. As I stated in my unboxing video, it reminds me quite a bit of the Tissot Gentleman. So let me know what you guys think of this watch. I always appreciate your comments and reading them and interacting with you guys here. So let me know what you think of this watch as far as the styling and the movement. Anything else you want to comment about? So let's take a closer look at the dial, more specifically the crystal. This is a double domed sapphire crystal. Let's zoom back out here. Talk about the bracelet. So you see it does have solid end links, solid links, and it does have quick release here, quick release spring bars, which is a nice feature. It does have a butterfly clasp. And it does have these negative end links, so really fits comfortable on wrist, especially on a smaller wrist. With the negative end links are great for a smaller wrist. So speaking about smaller wrists, let's talk about the dimensions. Looking at 47.9 lug to lug. Watch diameter, case diameter, 40 millimeter. Thickness, we're at 12.7. Not overly thick, not overly thin. So 12.7 millimeter thickness. 20 millimeter lug width. And this bracelet does taper down very nicely from 20 down to 16. There are no micro adjusts, and I didn't see any half links in the box, so I'm going to say it does not come with half links. So you're going to either have to adjust it a little bit too loose, a little bit too tight, unless you just happen to fit perfectly in with this size adjustment here with these links. So let's get it on a wrist. So as I mentioned, I have a 6.5 inch wrist with a 52 millimeter wristband. And again, lug to lug on this is approximately 48 millimeter. So looks great on my wrist. The links are just held in by push pins, split pins, so very easy to size. Okay, let's zoom out, see how it looks. A little bit different perspective. All right, now we'll take a look at the loom here. All right, so we have the Jack Mason Canton on the left and my Seiko SKX 009 on the right. Not at all a fair comparison, but just to give you a point of reference. The loom on the Jack Mason, the hands are okay, the indices are quite small, so really not much loom there, and the second hand is not loomed on the Jack Mason. If you have not subscribed yet, greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe and click the notification bell. And as always, thank you for your time and thank you for watching.